Hello everyone, Mrs. Shija here, and what it is a totally other day than usual. I would say life came in between, but that is what happens sometimes. And Thursday morning for my US friends, that's a good thing. A relaxing afternoon for me, and always a plus. So let's do this together. We are going to work a little bit in this. I did look into this for those of you who remembered it. I don't even know, like, I have been doing this type of journal for a year, two, three, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years. Putting scrappets. Hello, Danny. Welcome, welcome. Scrappets from other projects. I did work in this one a couple of days ago together with Create with Becca. Got me inspired to kind of create a new one, but summer inspired more than anything. This is literally trash from other things. I just wanted to create this in order to clean up at one point, and then I just started adding things, so it is kind of fun to look through. I'm going to create a summer version, one might say, with a little twist though, because we started this one with all kinds of flowers, and that is what we will continue. I have been looking into something for this trash one. I just had this laying around, remember? So I just put that one on. For this specific one, I don't really have anything. So we will have to figure that one out. And I will also add in other things. Also those kinds of things that just laying around. And I am, yes, thinking about throwing things away. Of course, I always feel that I need to do that. But having things like this to just look through, yeah, it's kind of neat sometimes. Oh, thank you so much, the flowers. Just to have a reminder to myself when this was made, I'm thinking about adding some sort of date or text or something. So summer, it needs to be summer. So let's look into that first. And yes, somewhere in this room I do have stickers, alphabet stickers. Let's see, am I going to use those? Or use this piece of paper which I have right here in front of me, or a combination of them. Let's see. For those of you who have known me long enough, also know that this craft room of mine, this is my brain, and it is all stuffed with all kinds of crazy things. So yeah, you never know when it comes to where I've stored things, actually. Let's see, I did find it is somewhat of, yes, I know where things are, but for instance, like, seriously, why have I kept these? I have stickers like these laying around. Never ever do I use them. It might be time to do so in both of these journals, and yes, they are a little bit like spring summery vibe to them, I would say. So in a way, it's just juice it up type of time for them. this, you know, looking through all of this also makes me want to use things. Let's see. Flowers. Flowers are nice this time of year, so let's just see if we can use them up. So, no, there were no letters in here, but maybe there are two, that butterfly and that butterfly. Let's open these ones up because I want to create something on the front of it. Do a sale or a giveaway. A giveaway could be all of this really. The sale. Yep, I don't know. Do anyone want anything like this? I'm not too sure about that. I don't know what it is with this. Definitely does not fit because it's too similar in color. Let's go with the other one. For me, it is also a matter of actually creating with no plan whatsoever in terms of, yes, you don't need to have plans, and also the ability to create with whatever you have. Like you can literally take trash from your garbage can to create things with, just to be able to show that that is very much something that you can do if you like those kinds of things. And not talking about all the digitals that I have online in the computer and things, stored away in the cloud. Way better than having them stored away somewhere else. Let's see, I don't like the green around that, so that's why I wanted to cut that away and do a chop this one down a little bit because it was pointy. I don't know why, but it didn't feel right to me. Do we like that there? I would say no, but put it down is what we are going for, so let's do that. That little green butterfly would be nice. This is of course on the wrong side of it though. For this one, I am going to write in Swedish, I think, because in a way it feels nicer to me. And sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. And of course, what was that all about? What was that all about? And then the A. So, let's see if this is something that we want to use. I'm never sure of it until I see it on there, which is in itself a thing though. So, summer, sommar in Swedish. And for the summertime, like most of you know, that I tend to do a little bit of a change in my schedule, and yes, it is coming up. I am going to make a change in the schedule because of vacations and things. So we'll see. And do we want to have this colored in? Maybe just, you know, outlining it a little bit to have it show better, but I'm not too sure about the coloring in the thing though. We'll see. I don't know what you think about just adding and adding and adding, but sometimes I really do like it. So S-O, and yes, it will overlap, but that is how it is. And no, not going to do anything specific with anything of this really, because I don't feel like it. So, summer, almost the same in English as in Swedish. And let's just cut that one a little tiny bit. And I do really need to figure out where did the eraser and to be totally honest, this time I am not too sure about blaming the kids for taking them. My really nice, kind of expensive eraser. I know it is somewhere here. I'm in the mess. That might be. I am actually inspired by my friend Create with Becca with that. I used to have it all tidy, but lately my brain has been all over, so. Let's see. This little tiny one is doable in a way. We will figure it out, and because of it, it might be that I have to just color these ones in. Creating on the go. Here they are, the letters. Just going to put that one away like that, and all of these. So a little bit more down there, like that. And then let's see, the O could go the other way around. Oh, who am I? S-O-M-M. Yep, that will do. Well, we'll see. So, because of the untidiness of the eraser, we do need to do something. And why am I thinking teal? You might wonder. Something tells me teal. Something also tells me a little bit more into the green. Let's see what we can do. And I have found this little tidy thing. It is not tidy, it is used, and it's supposed to be like this, but yeah. Let's go with that. This one, turquoise greenish, and it has never been used, is it? No, brand new. Opening up new paints while others are still. Oh, yes, I'm doing it. I'm not used to doing it like that though. Use up what you have before you open up new things. Isn't that how it goes? Or it used to be like that. Let's just have a tiny bit of that. And let's see, where do we have a nice brush to use? And it might be better, let's think a little bit into this. You could use an envelope just to be on the, you know, like I've done it before. No, of course not, but it is a little bit neater with this though. Let's see if we like it. Or it is too late now because, I don't know. It's kind of a nice color though. So I hope that all of you watching having a wonderful day. A shadow? No, I'm definitely not going to, like, you know, if you would have asked me a couple of years back, I would have had it all complicated and things, but no. I am more like, literally, I have this. What can I do with that? So it is more into like not really planning whatsoever and just take what I have right in front of me rather than actually do a specific project. That is me nowadays, I would say. And if you would have asked me 5 years back, totally different answer. I would have done, yeah. But I don't want to be like that, so I've changed up. I've kind of learned like I need to do something, just create something rather than think too much while creating. So that is definitely a thing that has taken, I wouldn't lie, more than 15 years. So yes, it is really nice weather outside, so this doesn't really take too much time for drying. This room is, yeah, let's just say it is very hot in here. Or yeah, are we going, yeah, we are going to outline it in black. And of course, seeing that one, outlining that one in black too, it was, or are we now orange, or I don't know. White is a no-go because we do not have a nice white pen. Still haven't found one that could go. Orange is a no-go. Is it working even? Let's try it out. Could be nice. I don't know. Let's try it just because I saw it. Wouldn't be one of those first thoughts of creating with orange and this green, but no. Just because I saw it, it needs to be tried out. That is what it is. Being creative to me is also trying out different things, and different things that do not go together usually, because how in the world are you going to inspire yourself if you're not trying out totally new things? That is how I see it. Don't go with those like in your comfort zone type things. So challenge yourself. That might be my motto for this summer. Let's see, I'm going to outline it a little bit more because the paint, of course, is not too dry yet. And yes, sometimes it looks nice and sometimes it does not, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it needs to be flattened, it needs to be put on where it's supposed to go. So we will look into that in a little bit, doing it like this though. Challenge yourself is a thing that I have been, I would say, looking into this year. This year has really been a challenge. So many reasons. And it almost, I don't know if it is visible enough, but to me it almost looks a little bit goldish. Gold is nice. I'm going to cut this one down. It is a little bit too thick for my liking. Did I make it better? I don't know, but I didn't like the thickness of that. The messy part of my creativity, yes, that is definitely something that I have been in the need of learning. So my brain has been like that for not too long actually. It is the thing with what I want and what I need, the combination. And then the A, let's see, up here, almost looks like another letter, but we will figure it out together. So like that. Do I like the, yeah, we need to actually figure this one out because I need to cut that one out a little tiny bit more to have a more open A. Makes it look better to me. So I cannot let everything go. And is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know, but sometimes it is a very good thing and sometimes it's not. But to learn that everything cannot be perfect has definitely been a thing. So those, the envelope, yeah, I wouldn't say it might not be used, but that is the thing though. So let's figure this one out. S-O-O-M. Going like that or like that, maybe in an angle. Why not? Just to put a dab of glue, just to have it kind of, and there. The bouncy M, like that, and like that, I would say. I don't really mind. The A and the R. Let's see if we like it. Are we going to change it up? a tiny bit of a change, I would say. Let's see. Yes. Oh, that needs to be changed up there, leaving it a little bit more spacious. A little bit more spacious, like that. And then have some sort of something in terms of the year. Now, let's do it like that. That is what we are going for. So, more glue. My favorite glue stick of all times is this one. Really nice glue. Not too expensive either though, at least not here in Europe. I know that it might be in the US, but you have that almost glue stick in I don't even know, like 100 plus whatever containers that you can buy them in, like huge packs, which is a little bit like amazing to me, really. Let's see if I like that. The angle there, yep. Let's just put it in there, and then we will seal it in a bit. Just put a little bit more glue down here. And are we going to make the year in some other interesting colors, or are we going just to add in the year in terms of just writing it straight on the actual paper there? That could also be a thing. Yet again, teaching my brain not to think too much about it, just create. And I don't really have to go like that. It doesn't have any tentacles, like, or whatever, like, is it? No, antennas. I don't know. Summer. We are going for an angle, and we are going. No, we are not. I felt it. We will have to shake it a little bit. It's really not working, but we will have to. We will have to make it do with this. Let's see. Does this mean that I need a new pen? Yeah, debating. It of course says to me, yes, you need to buy a new one. Do I really need a new one? No. Let's see if we can make this go. I think I actually have a new one somewhere. Oh, leave that standing a little bit and look into the little bin that I have with all kinds of pens. And I would be surprised if I don't really already have a black. Oh, I have a purple. I see this one. Yeah, that's a nice color too. I have the green, and I know that I have another one somewhere. I don't know, like this. Yes, it's a white one. So it might be that it is already used up. Let's shake it a little bit more. No, I found it. Let's see this one. Yes, this one is new. This one needs to be thrown away. So 26, just like that. Do we need them to be thicker? Maybe yes, so we will go with that. Just to have it show a little bit more. And there we have something. Just my way of creating. So summer 2026, or in Swedish sommar 2026. I have prepped a little bit, if you yeah, if you can actually say it like that. And let's see, I wanted to create a couple of new flowers for this one. And yes, there will be a lot of flowers, a lot of things put in summer or spring related. These, I've made these before, but we need to color them in. So let's go with that. And yes, again, the colors. Let's see, orange is a definite yes. And with this thing, I feel the brighter the better in terms of what colors that I'm going to use. So yeah, we will see. And of course there are some blobs of paint that is all over the place though. Maybe some purple, light purple this one is, or really like bright pink. I don't know if I like this liquidy. Yeah, I feel it is way liquidy. Bright pink. Let's see if I can actually reach it among all the other things. And purple. Purple is an interesting color to me. I like it a lot. This one though, it is bright pink, neon pink almost. Let's put that one in this little tree area there. Am I going brown? Probably I am. I am also thinking gold, but I don't know. Hello, Dana. Thank you so much, Dana. This was my doodling session for myself, like, I don't even know, like 2 weeks ago or something. So we are going to color them in and use them in my summer, spring-ish, whatever you want to call it, journal. And yes, that is an actual thing. Whatever you want to call it, journal. That is exactly how I feel at the moment. So, let's see. Rumbling around and thinking, yes, we need to go. Wait, I feel like I want to go orange here. And we are also going for some other type colors, I would say, and other type flowers. So this is just a little tiny beginning of it all. And because it is totally random, like I've told you, I used to do these types of flowers, but with the roller game type thing that I created a couple of years ago. These though are something else. Like, it might be my brain telling me something. You'll never know with that. And yes, most of the time when creating, it's my brain telling me something. It's just my way of trying to figure it out afterwards, because that is not too easy all the time though. So Dana, what are you working on? Do you have any specific projects at the moment? Anything that you can inspire me with, maybe? You know, I would say now, this time of year, at least for those of us who have spring and summertime coming up, it is also flowers all over, butterflies all over, um, all those types of things. Let's see, I feel like this needs to be orange too. Why? Yeah, that's just a feeling. That is just a feeling. And putting these in. That's the fun part of it though. Actually use the things that you do. And no, am I the right person to say something like that? Because I was not really using for several years. I wasn't really using anything of what I made. Just die cutting for my trip. Oh, are you going to meet up with Laura and all the rest of it? All the gang, all of them. I die cut, yeah. You know what, Dana? I do have a die cutting machine. Do I use it? I would say, of course not. um, no, I don't know why. I have dies too. That's the thing. That's just me. Yes, I have dies too, of course. Who am I not uh, having those type things? Let's see, I want to have this ultramarine blue. So that might also. Alaska cruise. Oh, that sounds amazing. How fun. An Alaskan cruise. That is really one of those types of things. I almost like up in Alaska, it's almost like the same type of climate that I am like having here in a way, with snow and everything. Um, and I actually, yeah, I don't know. Like, is it like a couple of days or like a week or two, or like, yeah, tell me more. I like cruises. I like traveling. That's the thing though. Traveling is definitely a thing. Monday and we oh that that is that is a really neat thing. It's really a neat thing. So Monday until Saturday. So Monday, Saturday. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. At one point in, yeah, I haven't really decided, but I was into buying myself a cabin on a cruise ship. Um, yeah, because that would have been amazing, just traveling around. Hello, Pear. Welcome, welcome. I'm painting, trying to create some sort of flowers for my journal. Yeah, cabin on a cruise ship, traveling around the world. That is me in a nutshell in one way. But combining that with, you know, the kids, not an easy thing though. For those of you that do not know, I also have 5 kids. Not all of them are living at home, but most of them are. And homeschooling isn't a thing in Sweden. So you leave from Seattle, and oh, that in itself, Dana, is quite a big like thing. So are you going by like airplane over to Seattle and then all the way up, kind of thing? Because just going there, I would, yeah, that is definitely something. Let's see. Do we like this blue? Of course, I'm thinking like this middle part here needs to be yellow, and yeah, or yeah, light, 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 lime maybe. I don't know. Almost like this type color over here with a little tint of green in it. And when doing this like this, I am almost dabbing it into color because I need this to be dried in just a tiny bit of a thing. Hello, Time Lord. Thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to have you here. Let's see. New flowers are being created. Who am I? Cannot speak at the moment though. Old like I've actually thought about it the last couple of weeks. There has been a lot of English in the household, and you know, with all different kinds of words, and yeah, I don't even know like what to say. And with one of my daughters, she tend to like mix and match all different kinds of languages too. So my brain sometimes, yeah, it is a little bit twisted. 6 hours flying, Dana. No, you know, Time Lord. Life is definitely something that comes in between. But then I thought, like, I have time now, so why not? Uh-huh. Why not just use the time and do something creative? And yes, it, like I told some of you in the beginning of the stream, I am going to change it up for the summer. Usually I do. So I will probably stream more morning time US, that is, like for like morning stream. Because that is something that I like. And I am able to in another way during the summer vacation time. Oh, lectures are always nice. Um, Interesting. Definitely interesting. So I'm going to have yellow here and then use the rest of the yellow to create that little lime green type of thing that I was thinking about. And we are of course going to have a little bit of outlining and things going on with these later on, so learning about new things are, yeah, I don't know. For me, it is important. All different kinds of things, I would say. And of course, me as a teacher, I always love to learn about new things. Don't really matter what it is, though. I have always been very interested in all sorts of history things. Um, at one point in my life, I was also into movies more than anything else, but I would say that I'm not anymore. Not as much. That is though. Written a book. That's quite a thing. Yeah. So is it like some sort of course, or like is it just this one lecture? Reminding myself that I have a thing that I have to, an essay type thing that I have to do, and yes, I know I need to do it. Do I like to do it? Yeah, in a way, yes. Do I feel like I have time to do it? Maybe not so much, but I also know that I need to. The yellow that we have left here, we need to kind of figure that one out, and we are going to add a little tiny bit of this. Just adding it like that into it. And let's figure it out. Is it too greenish still, or even adding in white? Yes, we are. Very much so. White is always needed. Lecture is in the old. Oh, I've been there. I have been there. So, for once, I actually know exactly what you're talking about, which is a good thing. Newcastle, that's a nice little town, or not too so little, but yeah, it's a nice town. Let's see, we do need more white, and yes, I'm using another brush. Let's see, this one I like even better, a little bit brighter and greenish. So adding this one in here, maybe on something else too. And yes, because there is a lot of paint and I don't really like it to be all dried up, so let's add it in on these. The old library in Newcastle, or in Newcastle as a town. I've been there several times. And yes, it actually used to have friends living there, so that's why. And of course, you know, like I do love uh, the UK and Scotland, and uh, like I've told, like we spoke about like last week, I think it was, with the weather. Like, yeah, that's a thing, of course, but I do like the UK a lot. Very interesting, and yet, yes, yes, it's history time. Sometimes I feel like history is one of those things, like you cannot get enough of, in terms of let people know, you know, because it tends to be totally forgotten, apart maybe from some of the most important things that has happened throughout the years, but something tells me that we are not taking a very good care of the historical things. Let's see, this is all dried up, almost. And what are we going for? Yes, we are going with this one. And we need to work quick and with a lot of water. I feel this because it is already kind of dry. Okay. History Society. Combining history and creative things. I am all into architecture, I would say, like, or like building things. Buildings is also one thing that I like. Let's go with the same thing over here and just hope that we can use it up. Been thinking, like, I love like old churches and things. Thinking about like back in the day. Now we are all looking into like, oh, we cannot do that. That takes this and that amount of time, and that was built wrong. We need to redo it, and it takes a lot of time, and it also costs millions and millions of like euros, and like, yeah, that is like ridiculous. And then thinking like, yep, they have done it before, they have done it for thousands of years. They used to do it by hand and not anymore, so how is it that they managed to do it back in the day but not uh, to like today, in our era of time? That has always amazed me. Why it is like that. We need to use up the light green there. Do we need to have it all like let's see. I know. Creative people, as even artists, like, yeah, that there, it is sad when thinking about it, really. um Creative people are not as common anymore. It is also like, yeah, the craftsmanship, yes, definitely a big difference. And me working like in the school field, I can see that clearly. We actually spoke about it last week at work. Like, yeah, people don't really do things. And yes, I do feel old when speaking about like they used to do it back in the days, but some things are really, I would say, better, like better in the past. That is what it is. It was made better, better quality in things, and other type of things that are not even existing today, I would say, which is a sad thing. Orange, and yes, we will go. Let's see if we can use the same brush. We will go pink because I feel that I need pink in my life right now. They do not want to work with their hands. That is 100% true. 100% true. It is almost up to the point like, yes, there is somebody else doing that. And I would say within 20 years, there are machines doing things. Nothing other than that, really. Am I going all the way around just with pink? Light pink like this. Just a wash type pink. Because I feel that is needed here. Creativity in these type of things though, I do feel that it is coming back in a way, and maybe it is because people are stressing out too much these days. The creativity does look a little bit different though, but you know, there are loads of areas with that creativity, like in dancing or creating music or paint, or you know, there is a whole bunch of things. So I just have this filled in a little bit more, and then outline things with black, like I would say the usual thing is to do with doodling like this. Let's see, all the way down here. So what color now? Do we want blue on the outside? Might go as far as saying yes. Just because we have the blue paint and that we can use it. Let's see, I need to just look into the brush here, and no, of course it's not like I was planning it, but this is what we have. And yet I reminding myself and everybody, we need to change that up. I feel it immediately. Take that out of. Remind myself, yes, I need new water. I need to clean off my brushes. Gently reminder to myself that do, you know, like a little bit of a bucket list type of things in my brain, but that doesn't really mean that I am going to do it though. I have so many things packed up with what I need to do. Isn't it like that all the time though? With things I want to do and things I need to do, which is two totally different things, I would say. But at least this, talking to all of you live like this and creating, is something that I really do need. Is there much jobs you can do? Like, what are you thinking there? All computers. In a way, it is a lot of computer things, but at least I don't know, like all over the world, of course, but here in Sweden they have spoken about taking like some school programs back for like more creative things, because you know it is needed in this time, and you know, like building things, actually going like back in thinking, yes, you can of course do it in a computer, but you also do need to know the basics, like total basics and not really just put all the numbers in and hope for the best, because that is sometimes a thing that I feel, you know, like almost like, yes, everybody can do it, but you don't really know. Like, for instance, a thing that has happened in my life recently, I went to the garage with a car, and there is a whole bunch of things that can happen, of course, but looking into what needs to be done, it needs to be done. Like, you know, I'm not the one. A mechanic needs to look into it. A common craftsman, yes, and that is it's a sad thing that they are gone. It is a sad thing. And I would say I used to have, but I still have friends that used to be uh, like really like artists, but they cannot afford to be that anymore, because you know, one need money, and you do not have money in terms of supporting yourself in this type of era with making art or like illustrations that they did. um that's not a thing, which is sad. So hopefully, I would say 20 years from now, that has totally changed, because they have realized that it is needed. And at least here in Sweden, when looking into the school system, I know for sure, like the last 15 years, they have worked on changing the whole school system, because they realized they'd made a big mistake 10 years ago, or like 15 years ago, whenever, like, yeah. So at least they have done something. In the infrastructures, building houses, people need to, like, let's see, what are you actually writing, Danny? Building houses and infrastructure needs people that can work with their hands, and yeah, fixing, yeah, of course it needs those types of things, which is rare. Not everything can be built by computers or made by computers. 100% true, Danny. With the computers, they need to be built. Or, yeah, it is just a strange world we are living in. A stressed out world, which I have been a part of, for those of you who know, for way too long. But I'm not anymore, so that is really nice, though. There we have the blue all around the flower, and are we going to try to cut some of it out? Let's look into that one first. Why am I thinking light blue? I'm adding in white. And just a dab of light blue like that all over, of course, but and like that. And yes, this paint is really dry, even though we haven't finished it off at all yet. And going all the way around like that. And in here. and down there. And are we going light blue even down on the stem? I would say no, but let's see. We do definitely need to add in over here and in between. Let's think. The tiniest is needed here. And this is also my way of using these brushes, and then I can throw them away because that is needed. I feel it. And yes, I do have others, so no worries. There will be more creativity going with other brushes like that. I don't know if I will leave, let's see. Let's see if we can do something about the middle part there in terms of using this paint up. Like in between all of these. And a little bit in here. Like that. Yes, and that is really sad. The artistry, yeah, that's really sad. Let's see, we need to add in the orange here again. The beauty of just adding in more paint if needed is this. Let's see. And no, it is not enough of a point, but that will do. We do need the outlining. Are we going with this? Let's try it out. Or are we going with a thicker one? That's the question. I kind of like this one though, so we will continue with this. So just adding in like this. And we are just going to kiss cut it out, which means adding a little bit of a border around it. And then some dots like this. And all the way around these, of course. A documentary on Discovery Channel. Which one? Which one? Documentaries are always nice. Thomas Berwick, he was a famous book in Oh. No, yeah, I don't know if there was a documentary, but documentaries are really nice. I'm all for a documentary rather than a movie, actually. If it's not a good movie, that's the thing though. That is definitely a thing. So, we are going to try this out, definitely. The inner part here, I'm not too sure about, but we are going to cut this also, and all the way around. Do we like it to have a little tiny bit of a wider border? Maybe so, but yeah, this one will do for this type of thing. going all the way down here. The beauty of just creating because I want to is also a thing. I do see this. This is a Swedish word, fest, which means party in Swedish. And I feel like we need to use that. We are going for this. Going all the way down here. Almost creating a little heart shape, like leaf thing on this one. And on this one too. Like that. And we are going to cut it out with the right pair of scissors or somewhat of a pair of scissors. Let's see. And no, I don't know, like, is this? Yeah, we can tear that one out like that. The Van Gogh, yeah, the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, looking into museums. Is that also a lost thing? I know, I remember like back in, I think it was 5 years ago, that the government, at least here in Sweden, had it like all the museums was free to go to because they didn't have enough visitors. So that in itself is a little bit of a sad thing, but now it is apparently going better. But yeah, I remember them setting like a whole bunch of money into it because there was not enough visitors, so they wanted that to change. Oh, you wish you have gone. Yeah, going to visit a museum is, and of course there's a lot of different kinds of museums, but I would say that is a big recommendation on my part of it. Museum, a boring thing? Probably, but it also depends on how you approach it though. Be like, yeah. Yeah, I would agree upon saying it might be for most kids nowadays, but it is a way of approaching things. Like for me as a teacher, it's also very important to like make things as interesting as possible, even the boring things though. I know now I work with younger kids, so of course it is way different, but I used to work with older kids, and let's just say it wasn't an easy task, but you know, as a teacher you have to kind of looking into what type group you have and try to figure out how to reach them, and that is tricky with, especially I would say, today's teenagers. It is a fun thing, but it is tricky. So this thing though, is it leaves? What is it? It is a doodled leaf type thing. So this is definitely in need of a kiss cut because of these small little thingies. And yes, it is called a kiss cut. So we will try to put it on a page and see what we can do. And we are also going to add in, let's see, that thing needs to go just not on every one, but some of them, maybe here. And I'm going to do that one a little neater. Let's see. This again. And some new flowery bits. We're just going to put it on the same page or a new place. Or I feel I want to have this one. What are we going for there? Maybe? Yeah, that might be a good thing. So let's put it down. And yes, this is just for fun, nothing else, just for fun. And putting that bit of glue underneath these, of course, is always nice, like that. This is totally, let's see, are we going to put party on this page? Let's cut it out. I felt it was needed here. Party is a fun thing in moderate type of situations though. Oh no, now we need to kind of think outside the box, like how, oh, let's see, party. Just going to put it like that or underneath something. For me, in terms of fest, like this is summertime for me is party time in terms of good weather, spending time with loved ones, and just enjoying, really. It doesn't necessarily need to be a full-on party in that the sense of, yeah, just meeting up a whole bunch of people and having fun. Graveyard, yeah, graveyard. You haven't done that in quite some time, Tamod. Yeah, you have shown, like, I'm thinking that the graveyards that you are filming in, like your shorts and everything, like you have done in the past, like live like that would be really fun to watch. But I don't know if you were going that direction, or if you even want to like do that. And of course, if you're not used to it, you know, who am I babbling for myself like this, or just, you know, a little bit of a communication with the live stream, but doing a live like this, yes, it takes a little bit of a practice, I would say, if you're not used to it. And yes, it does help that I'm a teacher, because I'm used to talking. So we have the letters. I know that you don't really do live streams, but it would be fun though. So looking into it might be a thing, or just have like a video, like a longer video, also nice. Like that, and party. And these, oh my god, fragile magazine pages. Yes, they are. And it might be that this is covered. Do not be surprised if they are, because I might come up with something else along the line of creating this thing. So do not be surprised. And I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. The E with, yeah, let's see. I need to kind of pop it underneath here. Like, oh yes, I managed to do it in time. Are we just going to pop that one there? Yes, we are, because we can. Going like that, covering part of what was going on underneath there. And then the T. So, yep, that is how we do it. We do have a couple of flowery bits. And this beauty of a thing, are we meant to just add that one in somehow, somewhere? And maybe, this beauty of a thing there. Let's do it. And yes, the other side of it has legs. I'm a bit weird about hearing your own voice. I totally understand that. Definitely something getting used to. And no, I would say hearing your own voice in terms of talking to yourself, because in a way that is what you do. Yes, I totally understand if that kind of freaks you out. Let's see, going like that, and actually putting this on the other side, but we need to kind of cover, let's see, there. So because of this little thread situation, we have to think outside of the box a bit. Maybe adding this one in here. Yeah, why not? Yet again, reminding myself, yes, that is something that I need to do. Right. Like that. We are still having these. And let's see. Other flowers, of course, the other flowers. Let's see, this one, and I do feel yellow, so we will do that one too. A little bit, let's think about it. Over here we can add a little bit of yellow and try to figure it out together. cut it out and use it, of course, so that we have actually done some sort of creative thing today, which is nice. Like that. And because of me using up as much of the paint as possible, we will go yellow on the stem down here. And I was at one point like, yeah, let's just think here, like with this, like that, and the other one over here. When we are not going to put that on the same page though, that's a definite no. And let's see, we do need this orangey thingy, and as you can all see, probably there are other flowers underneath this page, because I have been doodling quite a bit of the thing. There are orange bits here that needs also to have a little bit of something into it. A little bit more like that. And the outlining this time though, I do feel like I just want to have this center part outlined with black and no paint whatsoever in the middle. I don't know why, but that is how I feel. So that is what we are going with. And we are going to outline like that. And actually creating. No purple today. Missing tulips. Tulips, are they meant to be, are they actually meant to be doodled? Tulips are not necessarily a common doodly flower, but we could maybe do that. Not today though. Not today. Tulips are really, really nice. They are, and especially tulips fields. I love that. And for those of you who haven't seen it, that's another one of those, like a big recommend for, you know, like if you have the opportunity to go to a tulip field, do so, because it is beautiful. So it is meant to be some sort of circular thing here, and of course doing circles, let's see, doing circles is a hard thing, so it is not a circle, it's more oval, which is okay. And that is what we are kind of aiming for, something that is okay rather than 100% perfect. So doodling like this, I would say for me it is also an opportunity to do without thinking, or without thinking too much, might be the more proper answer. I don't know, they have kind of adjusted to it, I would say, in terms of the art challenge. They have actually been a part of it, like way back when they were younger. they have actually helped out. But in terms of now, no, they are older now, and they are also, some of them are adults, so you know, they think it is kind of fun, but I don't really know, like, for sure. It is almost like they know that I have been doing this for so many years that's almost like a part of me, in a way. And I would say it also feels like it is a part of me. And I've also thought, like, yes, for how long should I do this? And I would say for as long as I need. And it is always nice to be able to show something like this, even though I'm just babbling about like anything and everything. I don't even know sometimes, you know. But I feel that there are always somebody that needs these types of things. And if I can inspire some of you, or to at least try something, or just do something in terms of something creative, not even like, I'm not expecting for all of you to do something like this, but yeah, it is kind of fun to look into trying. Let loose of, like, I would say, even like go out of your comfort zone, because that is most likely what it is about. And it doesn't really, I would say, necessarily needs to be something like creative. Just go out of your comfort zone. In a way, it might be an ASMR thing. Some channels are definitely doing that. Me, I don't like ASMR. It kind of freaks me out in a way. I don't know why. Yeah. And I also have thought about it so many times, but I do feel more comfortable speaking English than Swedish, because at one point I was thinking like, yep, let's just start it in Swedish, but no, I couldn't do that for some reason. So that has also been a part of, and yes, I have a couple of Swedish, and I literally say a couple of, because they are not too many, but I do have Swedish videos up there. And yes, I do speak a little bit Swedish sometimes, but mostly English. Or the recent years, I would say, is in English. These two. And this one, we cannot forget about you, your little leaf just hanging by the thread, because I was about to throw this one out like that. We are going to put those aside though. And I see something else. It is drying out way too quick. It could, I don't know about that. My voice is my voice. You know, I cannot do anything about it though, but it is just comfortable for some, might be though. Two of the same on the same page. Is that what we think? No. On different pages. This whole thing will be a whole bunch of flowers in the end. It's just matter of creating them. Let's let's put them down like that. And this might be the end of it. The end of this stream. For now, that is. Let's see what we can do. This will be something like really strange in the end. I can almost feel it. Like that. Alright. Probably be covered, all of them. Alright. A couple of new flowers. A thing there. Something. One of the, like, let's see, like, interrupted the stream. The kid. Do one of your kids interrupted the stream once and sounded generally my kid sounded surprised, or me sounding surprised? Me sounding surprised would be that I'm not really used to somebody else in here. And I'm also, yeah, it is a whole thing. They all know that they are not supposed to be in here while I stream, so that is also a thing. To me, it means like there must be something very important if they need to be in here. I found this. Are we going to just put them in like that? Yes, we are. So they do not end up in the trash bin, no? That is like that. Something else was added into this, and I kind of like it. So at least we have some sort of a cover going on. I wouldn't say it's finished, but you'll never know. Some bits and pieces added in. And yes, this takes time, but it's meant to take time because time is what I have. You know, I don't know about this. It just felt right creating it. And now I feel like I need to add something else, so I will do. And that is outlining the whole thing though, like this. I don't know if this is the right way to go, but sometimes I just feel like doing a thing like this, and I'll do it. There, like that. And I definitely know that this won't be the final result of this page, but you know how it is. If you're looking into what I create, yes, add in, add in, add in. That is how I work. That one apparently ended up there. I don't know why. And that flower there. So yes, a lot of things, and a fun little flip through thing in the end, I would say. This is what we have accomplished today. With that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Time Lord, for being here. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Pear. Thank you, whomever are watching this as a replay. And I will be back next week. So put the notification bell on, because this coming next couple of weeks, you'll never know. I will still be working with flowers. I will still be working with the summer theme, because that is what it is. So thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye, bye, bye.